Hello traders, so I'm again with another video. As I told in my last video that the next video will cover SNR and the whole concept and how to draw them, and so I am with the same video. This video will cover every SNR, how you can draw them correctly, and I can challenge, I can bet that after watching this video and understanding the whole concept, you will never gonna need any kind of SNR video in your whole life. So let's start. So there are three basic concepts that you need to understand before placing your SNR level. So let me go one by one for each concept and will explain and let me explain you them. So the market started right now. It is 7 a.m. in the morning. So this this chart will work. So the first concept you need to understand is that what is strong support and resistances. Everyone has a doubt how to find strong SNR. So here, so there is no particular definition to find strong SNR, but I have a tip for you all. If you want to find SNR, a strong SNR, then you don't need to look for them. Strong SNR are those levels which can be seen clearly without even looking for them. By this mean, I'm saying that if you want to find strong SNR, then you don't need to look for them. They are clearly visible. The levels which are clearly visible works the best because everyone around the world looks the same. So let me clear this concept. Suppose if I zoom in this chart. So for me, this level, let me draw them first. So this level is very strong. Why? Because the market goes that down and then it goes up and didn't reach down at all. So for me, this level is clearly visible, and in future I am sure this level will work. So let me go forward and see if this worked, and you can see this level worked correct, and it is fine. It is totally worked. It totally worked here. So this is the first concept. You need, if you want to find strong SNR, look for the areas which are clearly visible and you can see good reversal points from that level, like this level. Let me draw it also. If this worked, you can see it worked twice. So if you want to find a strong SNR, look for the levels which are clearly visible to you. So this is the first concept. The second concept is that you need to understand an important thing, and this is very important because it is what is most people don't even think of. It is a universal thing, but most of the people don't think about this concept. So the concept is that everybody around the globe, everybody around the world who is trading in any market, and if they know what is strong, what is SNR, what is support and resistance, then then the levels are same for them. Like if this is a resistance for one person, and if he knows what is SNR and the other person also knows SNR, then the same level will also be the resistance. Like if for one person this level is an resistance, then the other person who knows what is SNR, then this level is also be the same resistance for him. By that mean, I'm trying to say that is everybody around the world is taught the same way. They all learn the same thing, and so that is why SNR worked, because for them this level is a resistance, this particular level is a resistance, and for the whole universe this level is a resistance, and that is why this level, the chances of this level working as a resistance increases as higher. So you need to understand that if resistance is clearly visible and it is a resistance, then for the whole world it will be a resistance. and but there is slightly difference between how to select the correct SNR. How to select? You can't imagine that the whole world will think that this is a resistance. For some people, this can be a resistance. For some people, this can be a resistance. For some this, for some this, for some this. The level, the points will change, but this whole area will be a resistance. And that is why I brought the third concept. My third concept is always draw area of resistance to cover the whole world. What I am doing in my videos always have a reason. Otherwise, I will not do anything in my video if it doesn't have any reason. Everybody around the world do things whenever they have a reason. Nobody is doing anything without a reason. So you need to understand why an area is important. If you are drawing a line, you might fail because for you this will be a resistance, but not for the remaining people. So try to use the whole area. It will certainly gonna increase your chances of using the level and making your resistance correctly. So the third three concept which I explained in this video is that first concept was what is strong SNR, and the levels which are clearly visible are strong SNR. Second concept was uh, to the whole world is taught the same way, and if something is a resistance and some level is a support or resistance, then the whole universe will treat the same level as resistance and support. The third concept is try to draw an area of SNR. Don't rely on a line, because if you want to cover the whole world, the thinking of the whole world, you need to cover the whole area. So these are the three concepts. So now let me go one by one on each and every kind of SNR. So the most popular and the most strongest SNR, which I believe is the extreme SNR. By extreme SNR, I mean the levels which are made very extreme to the chart. So let me go one by one. So suppose if the same, let me take the same example. For this chart, this level is a extreme SNR. And why is that? Because this level, the first concept, this level is clearly visible, so this is a strong SNR. Second concept, the whole world is seeing this level as a support. And the third concept, we have drawn the area. It means we have covered all the thinking, all the areas, all the levels which can work for a support. So if we have these three concepts, let me go further and you will see that the area worked perfectly. It worked fine. And that is why these three concepts is very, very important. Let me give one more example of extreme level. So let's go like for this level. Okay. And suppose this is, so the first concept, this is an extreme level. Why? Because it can be seen clearly. It is a strong SNR. It is a strong resistance because it can be seen clearly. Second concept, the whole world is seeing this level as a resistance. And third concept, we have drawn an area. So let's go and check if this level worked or not. And you can see this level worked. So this is how you can draw strong SNR or extreme SNR levels. So this is about the extreme level. So now let me go for the different levels. Suppose now if you are like here, you are trading like here. So the first thing you need to understand is that if you want to find a correct place for SNR, you need to find evidence for them. By evidence, I mean suppose this was a resistance for us. Okay, and let me draw the whole area first. So this whole area is a resistance, and as soon as it crossed, it is a support for us. But it might not work for us. And why? Because for some of because there are chances that not so many people have seen this area as a support for now. So for you, this is a support, but you need to find what can I say? Yes, the evidence. So the evidence is here. This level worked as a support here. So now the whole world, if they are looking for this area, this level is a support because this was a resistance. The people who were seeing this as a resistance is seeing this level as a support, and so you have an evidence and it will work fine because you are going with the trend. By using these level, you need to focus on going with the trend. If you are going against the trend, you might fail. Try to go with the trend while using in intermediate SNR. These are intermediate SNR because they are formed in the chart which are not very far from us, very far from the timeline. You can see this level formed at 135 almost, and this level changes to support at 2, like in uh, uh, 20 minutes. Okay, I can say 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes is fine. So by if you want to use these levels like this, then you need to understand to always go with the trend, and you need to find evidence before using them. So like okay, let me give one other example. Suppose this was a resistance, market crossed it, so it is a support. But if you want to use it as a support, you need to have an evidence. So where is the evidence? This is an evidence that this is now a support, and this is the first time that you have got the evidence. So you need to be very careful, and you need to wait for the market to touch this level again, and I'm sure that this level will work fine. And you can see it worked. It reverses the market. So this is how you can find. It is that we in this trade we are going with the against the trend, so it is better not to take trade here. So let me go for another example. Suppose, okay, let me find first. Okay, it is fine. So suppose this was a support level. This was a support. It is a downtrend. This was a support. It has been crossed. So now this will be a resistance. But to be sure, you need to find an evidence. And where is the evidence? This is an evidence. The market reverses from this level. So now for the whole world who watches this, who are watching this level, this is a resistance. So we have an evidence that the whole world is now thinking that this is a resistance, so it will gonna work fine. And you can see it reverses, and yes, it reverses clearly, and it worked fine. So this is the evidence that this is it is a necessary thing. If you want to use the intermediate SNR, that you need to have an evidence. Without evidence you can't. If you see that this is a breakout and this will now work as a resistance, if you trade as soon as the market hit that level, you might lose. You need to find an evidence that the whole world is looking at this level now. And it also that these small things changes your winning and changes your trading history. The small things together makes you win. So always focus on small things, details that will going to help. So let me give one more example so that. And if you want to go against the trend, you can use extreme levels like this kinds of level. If you want to place a put, you need to draw these levels. If you have drawn this level, you can go against the trend when as soon as the market hit that level. So if you want to go against the trend, always try to use extreme level. If you are using intermediate SNR, then go with the trend. Always try to go with the trend. Let me give one more example. Mm, it huh. And one more thing, try not to go or try not to use the same SNR more than 2 times. If you have an extreme level, if you have this extreme level like this, then you can go for the next time the market hit the same level, and do not use the same level again and again. If you are going with the intermediate levels, you need to go for the second attempt. This is the first attempt, this is an evidence, then you need to go for the second attempt it hit the market. And if you have a proper candlestick analysis, the market was weak and you find a rejection, then only then only place your trade. I'm not saying that whenever you have an evidence you can go with this with a put trade here. You need to analyze the market first. If your analysis is correct, you will win. There are but the thing which I'm explaining is correct. If you have an evidence, this will work fine, but you need to analyze the market correctly. It is an important need. The whole world is seeing this as a resistance, but your analysis must be correct if you want to win the trades. So if you want to go against the trend, try to use extreme level. If you want to use intermediate levels, then try to go with the trend. So this is how you can draw extreme strong SNR, which can be seen clearly. And suppose, let me give one more example. Okay, okay, this is correct. So let me first suppose if the market starts to go up. So this is now an uptrend for us, and we have found that this level is a resistance. It was a resistance. The market crossed it, and for now we need to find an evidence. And where is the evidence? This is the evidence. The market hit the level, this support, and it goes up. It means this is a support for the whole world, whoever is watching this area. And so now, oh, this area will work fine, and you can see this is a reversal. This is also a reversal, but I will not suggest to use more than 2 times, because if you go with the same level again and again, your chances of losing will increase. And let me tell you why. Let me explain you. Suppose if I crack a joke in front of you for the first time, you, oh, maybe 80% of you will laugh. And suppose I crack the same joke again and again and again and again, the chances of your reaction to my joke will decrease, because you can't react to the same thing again and again. And so you need to understand that you can't what can I say, you can't think of getting rejection, getting a trade for the same level again and again. It is important that you go with any kind of SNR not more than 2 times. Always try to go for the second time, and mostly maximum you can go up to 2 times. If you are going again and again with the same level, you will certainly gonna lose, because the reaction from the traders will decrease as soon as the level is being used much more time. This level, this particular level may work very well as a resistance for now, but as soon as the number of attempt increased, the chances of this level will decrease, because the reaction that the market is getting from the traders will decrease, because this level is being used so many times, and there are so many traders who will think that this level is a weak level and now we don't have any opportunity. You need to think smart, you need to work smart. Working hard will not going to make you win. You need to work smart, because and your decisions should be correct. If you may take 30, 40, 50 trades in a day, and I will take only 10 trades in a day, but the profit will might be equal, or maybe I can get some extra money, because I know when to place my trade. I do not work hard. I told everyone and I explained everyone that I do not take more than 10 trades a day. More, maybe maximum I can take 12 trades. I don't take more than that trade, because I know when to place my trade, and that is why my winning ratio is high. If you are placing your trades on every candlestick, your chances of losing will increase. You need to wait for the right moment to take a decision, because if you I have read an article which was related to taking decision, and the article says that there are some limit to taking decisions, and every person in this world can take some uh, good decisions in a particular day, and that is, I find, is very important. You have seen Mark Zuckerberg. He is the founder of Facebook, and he used to wear the same color of t-shirt every day, and I was amazed to see the example of his in the article, that the reason why he chose the same color, because he don't want to waste his the decision making ability to waste on the t-shirt color which he's gonna wear, because some he have other important things which might need his proper decisions, which will going to make him to be more successful. So always try to take good decisions. The amount doesn't matter, you need to work hard if you want to take good decision. So work smart and work hard on your skill, on your taking on your decision taking skills, because if you take 10 good decision in one day of trading, you will certainly gonna have some good profit. So I will advise you all to work smart, take proper decisions, pay attention to every small detail that you can find, read as much as possible about market, and try to learn from every mistake you do. So with this note, I will finish this video here. I hope that you understand the concept, how to draw SNR, how to use them, how many times you can use them to be in a safer side. And if still you don't understand, you can comment, and I will hope to get 1000 like in this video and as 500 comments. So let's hear from you. Till then, keep trading, keep working hard, working smart, and start getting good ITMs. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.